Good evening, Tiger fans, and welcome to Hardin County High School basketball on Friday night down in Kossuth, Mississippi. Bill Sharp along with Steve Carnell as we are prepared for another barn burner in the girls' game tonight, which Lady Tigers lost or won by 3 at home, and looks like it's going to be another one of those kinds of on-the-road expeditions. So we had a nice trip down. The sun was shining bright. Some of the snow still on the ground.
Yeah, that was what was weird. The further south we got, the more snow was still on.
We hope you found a really nice place to sit and relax and enjoy tonight's Hardin County High School basketball action.
Yeah, looking forward to this game. You know, this Kossuth team, if you remember, Bill, at our place, they play really tough. They're very physical. They get after it. You know, it was kind of a chippy game there toward the end, and the Tigers pulled it out, you know, and we'll have to have the same kind of effort tonight and hopefully a better effort than we had on Wednesday night. We forgot about that game and then move on because we really need to get some momentum, some rhythm as we move into next week and get into district tournament. I mean, not district tournament, but district action. But real quick, I want to say this. First of all, congratulations to the Lady Tigers and the Tigers. The bowling team, another state championship. The Lady Tigers won today 13-12. I don't have the men's score, but the men repeated. They were champions last year, and the women, they won their 9th in a row and their 13th state championship since I think, maybe 15 years they've been involved in this. So they're going to leave. They're leaving. They'll be in town at around 7:10 tonight. They'll be coming in from, I guess, Waynesboro, that 64 out there. So if you would like to welcome them, line the streets up, whatever, they deserve it. And they'll be rolling into town about 7:10 this tonight. You can listen to the ball game while you're out there and support the Lady Tigers and Tigers. And also congratulations to Millie and Macy Brumley. I hope I got both those names right. Finished 1 and 2. The twins did. Finished first and second individual. Ava Alexander finished 4th. So congratulations to all those Tigers and Lady Tigers and Tigers for what they did. Bill, I mean, you've coached a long time and been in the high school program school system. I've never seen anything like this, and I'm pretty sure you probably have never seen anything like it.
Well, all I can say is here, way to go, Tigers. You know, there are no schools that have that kind of a program
No.
that can fill those slots and make it to the pinnacle every year for so many years. You know, I always, as a tennis coach, I always felt fortunate if I could get anybody into the state tournament. You know, to win a state championship was beyond my wildest dreams.
Yeah.
Because it's a tough thing to do, and to do it for this many years in a row is remarkable.
Well, our good friend David Long that used to do sports talk with me forever, you know, I can remember when his daughter played and him coming back and talking about the state tournament. And when these girls walked in the arena, everybody stopped. Everybody watched them come in because, I mean, you know, at that time they've won 4 or 5 in a row.
Yeah.
And so, you know, that's got to be something special to see. And so our hats off to them and Jennifer and David Chanel and what they've done as coaches. And, you know, gold balls all over the place at Hardin County High School.
Absolutely. We've got a couple of minutes before the tip-off. We'll take a pause here for a word from our sponsors, and we'll come back with Hardin County versus Kossuth right here on K93. Stay with us. All right, all the pregame festivities are taken care of, and the Lady Tigers have already been introduced as while we were off the air. Sarah Strickland will be starting along with Reese Harville. Also, Faith Ann Shelby, Haley Hardin, and Haley Hallett. As Kossuth is being introduced, I see Anna Green, who scored 19 against us in Savannah, will be starting along with Caitlin Bonds, Daisy Marsh, and number 22, Jessica Hughes. And I believe I got all 5 there. And that will be starting lineups for both teams. It's going to be tough on us tonight, Steve, because they're wearing our colors, our home colors, and we're wearing dark charcoal gray with
we're wearing their away colors
with dark maroon numerals, and sitting up in the very, very top of the gymnasium.
Yeah, we're at the very top of it.
I'm having to lean up and lean over to see the court, but Hallett. A pick going up against Zoe Esri and forces a turnover. Esri will lose control of it. It goes out of bounds. Give it to the Lady Tigers in the backcourt. Across the timeline, Sarah Strickland gets it over to Hallett. Hallett gets it right back to Strickland going down the post, and she's not able to handle the pass. It's going to be out of bounds. And Kossuth will take over at that point. Just under 1 minute gone here in the first period, no score. Bonds to the right side to Hughes. Over to Esri, way outside, picked up by Harville there. Doesn't try the 3, instead goes to Bonds in the corner. She'll try the lane and tosses it up. It's going to be stolen away by Faith Ann. Faith Ann's off to the races, and a whistle and a foul is going to be called. And I sure hope they're indicating fouls tonight, because I cannot see those fingers. I don't know who the foul was on, and we'll have to do the best we can with that. Faith Ann has it now on the other end for the Tigers as they move into the offensive court to Harville. Harville giving an open door to the side, lays it up and in off the glass. Nice play. Harville gets the first 2 points of the game. And Tigers go into pressure most movement there on defense, and Harville will get a steal and go to the floor at midcourt, trying to control the ball. It will be a held ball call, and the Tigers will take it out on their turn in the alternation. Now Harville stops, guns a 3-pointer, boom. Good to see that. Reese Harville with 5 early, and it's 5-zip Tigers. Full court pressure being applied. Green trapped in the backcourt, working with his Marsh. Marsh, they're going to have to hurry. Green finally gets it over to Esri. She'll try to lob it into the lane, and there is Reese Harville to bat away the pass. The ball goes out of bounds. I think it's going to be off of Harville. They're going to give it to Kossuth underneath their own bucket on the right side of the lane. Esri into Green. Green picked up quickly there as an attempt to go in the lane by Esri is going to fail, and another ball goes out of bounds. I don't know. It looks like Tigers touched it last. They get it into Esri on the inbounds pass. She puts up a shot, no good. Got her own rebound. Try it again. This one won't go either. And coming up with it is Hardin. Haley Hardin gets it out. Tigers try to move it into the forecourt, move it a little bit too quickly, and have it stolen away by Emma Arthur. Arthur will take it down the floor for the Aggies. They go underneath the Esri, goes between her legs, and picked up by Hardin in the paint. Over to Strickland. Strickland drives all the way down, puts it off from the left wing to Harville. Harville for another three. She's got a hot hand going now. She's got 8, and that's the score, 8-0. Timeout on the floor. Kossuth has got to do something about her, so we'll take a 30-second pause, and we'll come right back. Kossuth takes it out following the timeout. Harville with 8 points early here, and it's an 8-0 game. Esri takes a 3 of her own on the other end of the floor. It's off no good. Harville will battle it out with Marsh, and Marsh wins the battle, sticks it up for their first 2 points of the night. And Kossuth's on the scoreboard. Tigers try to work it down to Hallett on the baseline quickly, but they overthrow it, and it's out of bounds. Give it to Kossuth. Tigers are up by 6, but have made several floor mistakes already tonight. They're going to have to put an end to that. Here's Marsh with it on the left wing. She's attacked there by Shelby. Ball goes out of bounds. Side court on Shelby. Give it to Kossuth. Inbounds goes to Arthur. Arthur over to Marsh. Out to Green. Now to Green, who's backed up toward center court. Goes to the left side. Baseline. That's Hughes. Now back to Green. Green circling the perimeter, gets over in the right corner now. Hughes for the long 3. It's off no good. Rebound. Marsh. Marsh over to Green. Green drives into the paint, puts up a shot, blocked by Hallett. And they're going to call her for traveling. Hallett made a great stand there, stuck both hands up and blocked the shot. Marsh forced to do nothing but come down on both feet, and it turned into a travel call. Tigers on the turnover, get it to over to Strickland. Strickland drives into the circle, moves right, and then walks with the basketball. Kossuth taking over following another Tiger floor mistake. And across the timeline comes Esri. Esri over to Arthur. Arthur to Hughes. They're working outside the perimeter. Strickland comes out, and now Harville comes out on Esri. Drives her all the way back to the center court line. And Esri dribbles into the paint, dishes off on the right side to Marsh, and Daisy Marsh gets her 4th point on the night. And it's 8-4. Kossuth clawing back after an 8-zip start. Now with it, Tigers working offensively around the perimeter. And Strickland goes up for the 3 from the left wing. It's off no good. Rebound is taken down by Hughes. Hughes gets it over to a friendly face, and Kossuth will walk it down the floor with 2:39 left to go, first period. Hardin County up 8-4. Marsh comes out, takes it, gets it over to Green, who steps to her left and then goes to Arthur on the left wing. She circles the circle a bit, gets it off now to Essery. Back outside to Marsh for three. Off no good. Hallett with the rebound. Quick outlet pass. Tigers on the fast break. Strickland doesn't have the numbers, but instead goes on the right side to Shelby. Thought that was going to go on the third bounce, but it didn't go. And Essery gets the rebound. They're back down. And another three-pointer put up. This one's off. And the rebound picked up and stuck up and in by Arthur. Arthur, one of the smaller players on the floor, was able to get that rebound and stick it back up. And it's an 8-6 game now. Tigers up by only a pair. So whether it's Strickland now in the forecourt, gets it over now, and a long three on the right side's good by Shelby. Faith in Shelby. Hits a set shot from outside the line there, and we'll pick up a personal foul on the inbound. These officials are not showing any numbers that we can see, so the ones that we know are personal fouls, we'll give them to you, but there's no indication any other way. So bear with us. Essery gets the inbounds pass to Marsh down underneath, and left alone is Green. Green lays it up and in. Check that. That's Hughes. Jessica Hughes gets the deuce. It's now 11-8. As the Tigers up by 3. And here is Harville with the basketball out at the head of the key. Gets it off to Strickland. Strickland dumps it off, and a shot is up and no good there by Gamble. And finally it was picked up and put in by Hallett. Hallett got the loose ball, stuck it up and in, and the Tiger lead is now 5. 37 seconds left in the quarter, driving down underneath, challenging Hallett. On the Kossuth offensive end is Emma Arthur. Arthur is going to be fouled by Hallett, and she will be going they're going to call it on the floor. I thought surely she was in the act of shooting, but stranger things than my being wrong have happened. Marsh will inbound to Essery. 33 seconds in the quarter. Essery turns it back to Harville, gets it off to Green. Green penetrates, dishes off to Arthur. Arthur's shot's no good. The rebound was picked up by the Tigers, stripped again. Arthur put up another shot, and this one's no good as well. With 19 and a half seconds left to go in the quarter, Kossuth will have it out on the left side of the lane, baseline. Inbound to Marsh. Marsh tries the three. It's off, no good. With it now is Hughes, and Hughes is going to go up for a shot, and a whistle and a foul is going to be called. And I have no idea who it's on, but it will be on the Tiger.
I think it's on Bailey Gamble.
So we're going to use that as the word.
She was down there.
There were a couple of them down there, so I wasn't sure. But 13 seconds left. Kossuth has the basketball on the inbound, and here it comes. They go to Hughes. Hughes is going to travel. She received the chest pass, I think, a little earlier than she thought. Took a couple of steps. The Tigers will have a chance for the last shot here. They lead by 5. And here's a lob inside to Adkins. It's batted away. Kossuth goes back down the floor. Green goes in, puts up a bank shot at the buzzer. It's no good. The foul is good, but it's too late. So 13-8 is the first quarter score. Lady Tigers up by 5. We'll be back for quarter number 2 after these words. Don't go away. Tigers up 13-8 after one, and Kossuth taking their time coming out of the huddle there at the bench.
You know, Bill, we're still struggling getting into the paint to Haley and Atkins. They're really, you know, bracketing us down low and making it tough on us.
So the Tigers will be on defense to begin the second period. Kossuth with it. Here's Hughes for a shot off the right side, no good. Rebound fought for Harville, and Arthur went after it, and it's tipped out, touched last by Arthur. Give it to Hardin County. 13-8, Tigers up by a nickel. They'd like to score right here. Get some breathing room. On the right side, Shelby goes one-on-one with Arthur, then on the left side now to Harville. Reese over and out of Strickland. Now to Harville in the corner for the long three. This is going to catch the side of the backboard, but the rebound is going to be picked up by Strickland. Strickland is going to get it over to Shelby. Shelby got the pass, was set for one of her patented threes, and skip-stepped and traveled with the basketball. So far no score through the first 50 seconds of the quarter. 13-8. And Essery not looking like a guard, but she's dribbling across the timeline. She looks more like a post player. Caitlin Bonds in for Kossuth. Attempts to go down the right side of the lane, and she goes to the floor. I don't know whether that was a foul called or what.
A foul on Halleck. She's going to come out. I think that's her second.
I believe you're right. So, the shot's up, no good. It was a 1-and-1, I'm assuming. And now there's a...
they took it out from underneath the bicycle.
So now there's another foul call. Oh, okay. Finally decided there was a two-shot penalty. Am I right? But that's another foul call. So the shot by Hughes on the second foul there is good, and she will hit both of them. So that cuts into the Tiger lead, and it's 13-10. Tigers get it across the timeline to Shelby, back out to Harville. Out to Hardin, right side, Harville. Strickland wants a three, can't get it. Back to Harville. Harville had an opening momentarily, but it closed up. She'll take a dribble right, then dribble back left, put up an 8-foot jumper. It's no good. Rebound taken down by Macy Starling, substitute for Kossuth. Kossuth has the basketball with 6:13 left to go in the first half. And with it is Green. As to Starling on the left side. Now working with it is Arthur. She goes head-to-head there with Shelby for a minute. Back to Green, back to Arthur. Tigers in the man-to-man, sticking tight with them. As Kossuth works the perimeter, now to Green. Out to Bonds. Bonds crosses the lane, and there's a whistle and a foul call, a push-off, I'm thinking, on Green. And that's just a guess. But the Tigers will come across the timeline with Strickland going left wing now. To Hardin. Hardin left to right, head of the key, off now to Shelby. The Tigers work it around the horn. Now to Harville. They're backed off a little bit. She might take another three in a second. Here's a baseline jumper. It's going to be up and no good by Atkins. Rebound picked up Kossuth, and they are running Green into the forecourt. Left wing now to Hughes. Hughes under and going in for an easy basket is Emma Arthur, as she simply stepped one way, pivoted, and then scored. Now there's another three-point shot put up by Shelby, but they're going to call her for traveling.
Yeah, she's taking that extra little bunny hop. right before she shoots, and they're calling. I'm sure they were probably told that, hey, watch the way they shoot their threes.
Anyway, Green is going to go around. Oh,
and then
I think
give us a makeup call.
Did they get her for pushing off? Is that what?
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
There's a foul called on Green. Timeout called by Kossuth. We'll take a 30-second pause. We'll be right back. Stay with us. The Kossuth Aggies want a 30-second timeout, and they're still hanging around the bench. Tigers out on the floor, way ahead. And I guess that's what happens when you're at home. But the Tigers take it out. Strickland dribbles across the timeline, goes to Harville. Way out on the left wing, almost throws it away, saved by Atkins. Out now to Shelby on the right wing. Atkins in the right place at the right time. That pass. And Hardin tries the left side, gets stopped on the baseline, gets it back out to Atkins. Now driving in and putting up the shot. It's no good. It's Harville. And here come the Aggies with another defensive rebound. Tigers hadn't been great on rebounds most of the season. Here a tipped ball at midcourt. Starting actually stepped into the court, but they say it was touched by a Tiger. So they will continue working with it. Now driving and going up towards that should have been a charge as Caitlin Bonds heads toward the basket and was absolutely bent to get to the rim, ran over a Tiger.
Well, she ran right over, I think it was Reese. She was set, and she just took it right into her chest, but we didn't get the call.
Nope. To the line is Bonds. First shot is up and good. We're tied at 13, folks. And sleepily, Kossuth has outscored the Tigers 6-0 here in the second period, and they lead by 1.
Yeah, it's going to be that kind of game. It's going to be back and forth, and we're going to start shooting the ball. We're going to have to hit from outside and have the opportunity. You know, Haley really played well against them at our place.
Well, you can't shoot when you travel with the ball. You make mistakes or throw the ball away, and we've been shooting ourselves in the foot. We got to stop that. Now there's some discussion on the floor.
A player too. I don't know what they're looking at.
That's going around today with players out of order and on the court at the wrong time.
But, you know, the last couple of nights, of course, on Wednesday night, we had 24 turnovers in that game. We've had a few unforced mistakes in this game already in the first half. Got out to a pretty sizable lead there, and they weathered the storm and have come back. But we really got to get our inside game going and
Katie Atkins checks out, and they bring Hallett back in with 3:34 left to go in the second. Harville with it on the left side. Now to Strickland, takes the three, off no good, rebound Hallett. Hallett ticked it up, got it.
That's what I'm talking about.
So that's her 4th point tonight.
Yeah, good put back there by Haley.
Kossuth running it down the floor. Harville gets in the way, but Arthur comes up in time to take it away from Harville. Now Esri takes a three, and man, Lord, when
left her wide open, got lost.
Not what you need when you didn't need it. And the Tigers bring it across the floor now, and they are trailing by 2.
Yeah, didn't get set up and lost her.
Now the Tigers working around. Hardin takes a three on the left side. She got it. Yes. As Haley Hardin hits a three in recovery from the one before, and down the floor comes Kossuth. Caitlin Barnes puts up about a 6-foot jumper and hits it. That's too wide open a shot that close to the basket. As Shelby tries to get it down to Hallett. Hallett can't handle it. It's a little too far to the right for her. It goes out of bounds. Tiger's going to cough it up again.
Yeah, she's got to move and go get that basketball. We need her.
Kossuth up by 1 with the basketball. 2:24 left to go in the first half. Essery across the timeline. And a three-pointer handoff really to Starling. Shots no good. Rebounds picked up by, got her own rebound. Macy Starling came out of nowhere with a rebound and has it stripped. It's out of bounds. Give it to Kossuth. So Barnes inbounds. Going up for a hook shot is Arthur. No good. That is Hughes with the follow. It won't go either, but a whistle and a foul is going to be called. I think it's going to be on Hardin.
That's 7 on us. It's mounted 7-3 right now with 2 minutes to go here in the half.
To the line. And shooting 2 is Hughes. She's 2 for 2 so far tonight. Missed that one though. Still a 1-point game. Second shot gets the swirl and goes in. 2 minutes left to go in the first half of play. Tigers down by 2 with the basketball. It's Harville. Head of the key. Looking for some help. Was going to be, got a timeout call by Burnham off of the bench. Coach Burnham stands up and calls timeout. We got a 30-second timeout call here. The Tigers trail 20-18. We'll be back right after this. So Kossuth will take it out baseline. Or rather, the Tigers will take it out baseline. Getting confused by these colors again. Strickland gets saves it inbounds from the mid-court and gets it in to the working area. Couple of passes in and out of the paint. Tigers still working to try to penetrate a zone packed in there by Kossuth. Here's a 3 from the deep corner now as they got kicked out to Shelby. Shelby missed the 3 and Kossuth with the rebound. Tigers just aren't in position for rebounds. Here's a 3-pointer as they come down the floor. Hughes goes up for a 3 and hits it and extends the lead now. It's a 5-point lead which returns the favor Tigers had for so long in the first period. Now it's a 5-point Kossuth lead. Harville goes on the right side now. Is coming across to Shelby. Back to Harville, back to Shelby. Tigers working patiently, trying to get it in. As Hallett's got a hand up for the ball, but they just can't get it to her. Pass over now to Shelby. Shelby stops, picks up the dribble, goes to Harville in the corner for 3. In and out, no good. Rebound, put up, and no good by Hallett. And that's going to be brought down by Essery. Essery over to Marsh. They're working the perimeter now with 35 seconds left in the second period. With it is Hughes. Over to Bonds. Bonds to Marsh. Marsh to Starling. 20 seconds now. Essery takes the long 3. Yes. Oh, my. That one stung. 13 seconds left. 26-18 Kossuth. Harville will dribble down for the Hardin County Lady Tigers. 6 seconds. Strickland Shelby. Now to Harville. Harville head fakes, drives at the buzzer, and hit it. She hit about a 14 or 15-foot running jumper at the buzzer. That eases a little of the pain, but not the quarter that the Tigers wanted. They outscored 18-7, and they trail 26-20.
Yeah, the Aggies started heating up a little bit from three-point. We made some mistakes defensively, left them some open shots, and kind of got lost. We went man-to-man right there, and it was just a good shot. I think Esri is the one you said that hit it, and she stroked it. What we're not doing on our side of the ball is, you know, we're very sporadic with our three-point shot. We can't get it inside, and when we try to get it inside, Haley's having difficulty down there. I don't know if she's getting pushed around or what. It just seems like she's out of position sometimes. So, you know, Coach Burnham will go in there. He'll fix that, and we'll see if we can't come out and get this thing back in the right way.
Sounds like a good plan, coaches. We're going to take a pause here for a word from our sponsors. We'll come back with more from Kossuth, Mississippi, here on K93, your number one sports station in Savannah. Stay with us.
All right, welcome back to Kossuth, Mississippi. Hardin County and Kossuth here in action tonight. 26-20 is our score. The Lady Aggies on top of the Lady Tigers. I want to remind you that around 7:10 this evening that our state champion bowling teams will be rolling into Savannah. So if you would like to greet them as they come in. The Lady Tigers get their 9th straight, 13th overall. And then the Tigers, they win back-to-back as well. And congratulations to Coach Chanel, Jennifer and David, and all the Tiger and Lady Tiger bowlers on an outstanding season. And, man, it's just unbelievable what they have accomplished over the last several years. Several missed basketballs, bowling, Lady Bowler of the Year, and then individual state champions. Another individual state champion this year on the ladies' side. We actually finished 1-2 right there. So, Bill, I mean, it's just an unbelievable thing of what they've done. And I've always said, you know, they have these 30 for 30s and stuff like that on ESPN about all this great things that go around in our country. I can't think of a more dominating team, not taking away from our Tiger bowlers, but the Lady Tiger bowlers and what they've done in the years that they've been in bowling and going to tournaments.
Well, you know, that is absolutely, as I said earlier, remarkable beyond belief that they could put that kind of chain together. But I was just thinking that it goes a lot farther than that, because right now the colleges are offering scholarships and are foaming at the mouth looking at Hardin County for kids to have their college educations paid for by it, and that is huge. You know, we've had so many come out, so many greats come through that they go on to the next level, and they do just as well.
Well, you and I were talking about on the way up here what a magnificent sports season we had in 2020. And it started with the Lady Tigers and Tigers bowling team, and then, of course, our Lady Tiger basketball team going to the Final Four. Our men's baseball team
playing for the championship.
Our football team just a pass away from going to the semifinals for a state championship. So it's been an outstanding year, and here we are in 22, and we've got 2 state champions already.
Getting it started again.
Yeah, get it started again. We need help, though, if we're going to repeat the performance, our Lady Tigers, as they lost Wednesday night in an unusual performance for them. You know, a lot of mental mistakes, turnovers. And tonight they came out really hot, and it was good to see Reese Harville kind of get her offensive stroke back. It's good to see Haley Hardin. You know, she's hitting a couple of threes, and then Faith Ann started out. She had a couple of threes, and then she got called for walking, and all of a sudden she kind of quit shooting. We can't get it inside to Haley. You know, Haley quietly had 17, 20 points a night in the last couple of games. She hadn't been able to do that.
Got 4 tonight. It's has slowed her pace considerably. But, you know, teams are going at her now. They know that she's going to be the key to how well we do, particularly that close to the basket, because we don't have anybody else to kind of stand in there and help get rebounds. I bet we haven't had one offensive rebound all night.
Yeah, it's been a tough night, but what they're doing, they're not as big as, I guess, size-wise. We probably got the height on them, but they're very quick. They crash the boards, and they're really just beating us to the punch. And I've noticed a couple of times where as soon as the ball's in the air, they're going. And we don't have time, or we're not setting up and blocking out.
Yeah,
and so they're beating us to the boards. But I know one thing they can do. They can shoot the 3 in this gym.
Yeah, well, most teams can shoot better at home than they can anywhere else, but tonight they have had a moderate success. They've missed a few, but that's going to be the key in the second half, is we've got to shut that down and hopefully try to get some more strength down inside. Well, that means bring Adkins in too, so that the 2 of them can work on the boards. We've got to get more rebounds. We cannot win if we don't get rebounds.
Well, the one thing that you mentioned Wednesday night that you were surprised that we didn't do, and that was press.
Yeah.
Well, we started out pressing. They turned it over a few times. We got out to a big lead, and then we kind of quit pressing and let them walk it down and slow the game. This is their style of game. They want to keep it low, and it's 26-20, and we're the other way. We want to score in the 50s, and we just hadn't been able to do that.
All right, let's take another pause for a word from our sponsors. We'll be back with the tip-off of the second half in just a couple of minutes right after these words. The Tigers have the ball to begin the third period. They work around the perimeter while we were off the air. Got it down under to Hallett. Hallett scores the first 2 points of the third period on an easy shot inside. We got to have a whole lot more of that. Kossuth comes down as a long 3-point shot off, no good by Anna Green. And of course, Green got her own rebound. And if she goes up for a follow, she's going to be fouled by Hallett.
Oh, that's 3 on her, and that was a bad call. I mean, she got her with the body. She barely, it was all ball. So, yeah.
To the line goes Anna Green. Now, I mentioned earlier, Anna Green scored 19 against us in Savannah. That was her first point, was that free throw. So we're doing an effective job controlling her, but we're losing the war. 28-22, Tigers down by 6. Down to Hardin on the left side. 3-point shot won't go, and Kossuth with the rebound. Hughes gets the board, gets it off now to Essery. Down to Marsh. To Bonds in the corner left side. Essery comes dribbling out from the left side. Heads around the key all the way to the right side. On the right-hand dribble. Next to Green, who's dribbling left-handed. Now to Bonds. Bonds lobs it underneath, but right into the hands of Harville. And Harville will get it off to Hardin. The Tigers on the run. You get it to Harville on the left side. Back outside to Hardin. Now Strickland for 3. Sarah Strickland doing what we need her to do big time. Hits the 3 and cuts the lead to 3. 6:25 left to go in the third period. 28-25 Kossuth. Kossuth across the timeline. Hughes. Over now to Bonds. Back to Essery, who's come out high. Now to Marsh. Marsh to Bonds. Bonds for the long 3. Off no good. Rebound. Harville. Tigers doing better on the boards. Now to Strickland. Strickland for 3. Yes! Sarah Strickland. Sort of a running jump shot from 3-land, and she nailed it. And we are tied at 28. Way to go, Tigers. 8-2 so far in this quarter. And looking to add to it. Across the timeline comes Green. On the right side to Essery. Essery drives in the lane, puts up a 2-foot bank shot, got it. Essery went in, put it up with the left hand and got it. That gives Kossuth the 2-point advantage. Now to Hardin. Hardin goes in, lays up a bank shot, but it didn't catch enough for the backboard. Came off, and it's rebounded by Zoe Essery. Essery will dribble across the timeline slowly. Just over 5 minutes left in the third. Tigers down by 2. Essery out to Hughes. Hughes drives down the lane, puts it off the glass, no good. Harville in good shape, gets the rebound, gets the outlet pass to Strickland. Now to Harville. Back to Strickland. She'll stop, put up the 3. No, it's off. And it's out of bounds, untouched. Give it to Kossuth. As I said, Lady Tigers in gray tonight with dark numerals, and Kossuth in white with maroon numerals. It gets a bit confusing sometimes. Even some of the players look alike. Green goes to Essery. Essery under, and a turnaround jumper put up and good by Green. She's coming to life here. She's got 4 now. And it's 32-28. That's the Kossuth lead. To Hardin. On the left side to Strickland. Giving Harville open 3. And it's off no good. Rebound taken down by Essery. Left now to Hughes. Hughes back to Green. Green drives down the post, puts up a 6-foot jumper. And she's racking up those points now.
Yeah, no resistance in the middle at all.
She wasn't taking those shots in the first half. Of course, she had 2 fouls, and they put her on a bench for a good deal. Tigers try to work it in. Hardin tries to work it into the paint. It gets chipped away, and finally Green comes up with it. She comes down the floor, puts up the bank shot, no good. Adkins in the game for the Tigers, gets the rebound, gets it off to Harville. Harville goes down, lays up the left-handed fast break, and gets it
on the way in.
Yeah, got a really nice hack there, but no foul call. It's a 4-point Kossuth game with 3:13 left to go in the third. On the right side, it's to Esri. Esri picked up by Harville there. Will go to Green. Green goes in the paint, has the ball stripped away by Hardin. Picked up, however, loose ball's picked up by Kossuth. Green puts up a 3-point shot, no good. Rebound is Kossuth. Hughes goes up for the shot, missed it, but she's fouled.
Well, they know Haley's out of the game right now. She's got 3 fouls. She's fixing to come back in, so they're just taking advantage of it and just going right at.
I think that was on Atkins.
Yeah, going right at Atkins, and she's having a tough time down there. They're very active, and they get after you. Haley's coming back in the game.
Hughes on the line shooting 2, hits the first.
Also Emma Smith in the game now as well.
So Hughes hits 1 out of 2. She'll get another here. 5-point lead. Second one's good as well. Out of the game goes Hughes. In comes Bonds. Now Strickland, Harville, Shelby, Hallett, and Smith on the floor. There's a lob inside, trying to get it to Hallett. They're having to pass the ball away from her. She's covered up so well, and that pass was just wide, and Hallett couldn't bring it down. It's out of bounds. Give it to Kossuth.
It's just a mistake on us. Not a good entry pass.
36-30. Kossuth up, 2:28 left in the third. With it is Green. Right side, Starling. Pass underneath the Green now. Turn around jumper blocked by Strickland. Rebound picked up by Hallett. Hallett to Strickland. Tigers running. Strickland in the corner. Shelby will try to pass it down. Bounce pass it under to Hallett. Once again, stolen away by Kossuth. Green gets the outlet pass. Goes up for the shot on the other end. Missed it. Rebound fought for. Now they're on the floor. Held ball will probably be the call. Timeout called by Kossuth. Excellent call by the coach there. And it's 36-30. Kossuth up by 6. We'll take a 30-second pause and we'll be right back. All right, 36-30. We were just talking off the air here that we want to try to get that ball up higher so Hallett's, you'll have it out of the reach of the defenders, but we're trying to bounce pass it, and it's down there where the little folks are. They're stealing away from us.
She's taller than anybody on the floor.
I know. The inbound by Kossuth, the shot is up and no good by Hughes. And the rebound is going to be taken by Smith as she gets it out. Emma Smith down in the corner. Here's a three-pointer put off by Smith. That's no good. Rebound, Kossuth. Starling into the full court. Tigers can't get a second shot at the basket. Starling down to Arthur. Arthur drives under, reverse layup, won't go. Rebound, Hallett. Now to Strickland. Strickland running in the paint, stops. 8-foot jumper, got it, yes.
She's had a good third quarter for sure.
Yeah, she's had 8. And that's her first points of the game. Now, Esri stops, guns a NBA-esque outside NBA three. We lose the battle of the rebound, and taking the follow-up is Emma Arthur, and she was by herself. 38-32, Tigers down by 6. Smith tries to lob it down underneath to Hallett. Hallett's hammered from the backside, but they're just saying it's out of bounds on Kossuth. They are definitely beating Hallett up inside. Smith to Hallett on the inbounds, takes the free throw, hits it. Hallett hit it from 15 feet. And that cuts the lead now to 4. So we're right in that zone between the 3 points we won in Savannah and 4 points the other direction. So the Tigers still in this game. 28 seconds left to go. Kossuth working to Esri on the left side. No indication that they're moving it away from the basket. They get it over now to Bonds. Bonds in the corner to Arthur. Back outside to Esri. 9 seconds. Esri guarded by Harville at midcourt. Goes to the right wing, or left wing rather. Dumps it outside. Shot is blocked by Hallett as Barnes goes up for the three-pointer right at the buzzer, but it's blocked by Hallett.
They're going to call a foul on 41.
And they've called a foul on Esri. And it was right at the buzzer, and it's not a shooting foul. That's the end of the third period, 38-34. The score, Tigers down by 4, back in 60. All right, between the quarters there, they played Welcome to the Jungle, one of our main songs. Hopefully it fires the Tigers up going into this fourth quarter down by 4. Esri will have it for Kossuth. They get it under to Green. Green takes a bounce pass from Esri and laid it up and in. And then now it's a 6-point Kossuth lead. Harville to Emma Smith on the left side. Her pass is going to be stolen away, and Marsh will take it in and take it home. Now there's a whistle and a I don't know what
they said something about, well, they're saying something about 41. She's a handful, I'll say that. She chirps a lot.
So the Tigers now trailing by 8. Coming into the forecourt to Harville. Harville goes down, throws up a banker running jump, and Hallett, however, does get the rebound, lays it up and in. We've got to have a lot more of that. 6 points to lead now, 7 minutes left to go in the game. Esri down underneath the Green. Green banks it home and is fouled. She's got to get fouled by Strickland.
Yeah, wasn't much there. I mean, they're calling little ticky-tack fouls inside.
Yeah, Hallett's being mauled out here.
They're killing us down here on this side, and they get little, well,
Green now has 10 and got the roll on the free throw. That's 11. And it's a 9-point lead. 9-point Kossuth lead. Tigers get it down on the floor to Strickland. To Shelby. Shelby back to Strickland on the left. Goes in the paint. Backs to Harville. Harville takes one on the line. She backed up 6 inches. It would have been a 3, but we'll take that 2. She's got 14. And the Tigers back up on defense, still going man-to-man. Esri drives, fits a double team, goes in for the shot, missed it. Hallett with the rebound. Tigers half speed down the floor, out of Harville for 3. No, it's off, no good. Rebound taken down by Hughes. Tigers still not getting that second shot. Second or third. Essery stopped on the left wing, about high bounce pass. Harville thought she had it, but a whistle and a jump ball is going to be called as she and Green tied up, and it will be Tiger basketball in the backcourt. And Sarah Strickland will dribble it down the floor for the Lady Tigers. Shelby on the right side, outside now to Hallett. Hallett under to Harville on the baseline, puts up the shot, no good. Fight for the rebound coming out. It's Essery, and Essery is going to end up being tied by Shelby, and it will be Kossuth's basketball on the alternation. 5:40 left to go in the game. Essery, long pass down to Barnes. Underneath, and an interception there by Harville as the ball bounced off of Hughes.
Well, the weird thing about that, we weren't set. We were trying to figure out, are we pressing or we're not. We had 2 pressing or 3, and the rest of them were kind of figuring it out. And they had a man wide open. But a good play by Haley.
Yep. Strickland. Side wonder bounce pass on the right side now to Faith Ann. Here's a shot from 3 by Hardin. It's off, no good. Rebound, Kossuth. Over to Essery. Now to Green. Green penetrates the right side. Dishes out. Shot is off, no good by Hughes. Rebound, Hallett. 5 minutes left in the game. Tigers now down by 7. Harville to Hardin. Now to Shelby at the head of the key. Right side to Harville. Strickland takes the long 3. It's off, no good. Goes behind the backboard and will be out of bounds. Give it to Kossuth in the backcourt. 4:39 left to go. They lead 45-38. Here's a 3-pointer. It's put off by Barnes. Just no good. Fight for the rebound in the corner. Way down in the corner. And Hardin, there's a timeout call. Timeout called by Hardin County with 4:30 left to go in the game. 45-38 Kossuth. Back in 1 minute. Tigers as they dribble down the floor toward the Kossuth Aggies. Ladies basketball down here in Mississippi. As the Tigers work the perimeter following the timeout called by Coach Ron Burnham. Now they go to Strickland. There's a couple of dancing moves. Goes to Hardin on the left side. She tries to drive and dribbles it on her foot.
Boy, just can't catch a break.
Out of bounds, give it to Kossuth. We're right at the midway of the final quarter of the game, and we've got 7 points at least to make up just to get to overtime. Now with it is Starling with Harville all over her. Under to Green. Green's turnaround jumper in the paint. No good. Got her own rebound. Goes up for the follow, and she'll go to the line.
She's quick and she's got a good spin move once she gets into the paint.
That's going to be on now with her. Strickland. She's only got 2, so inbounds pass. Barnes spins. Turnaround move goes up for the shot. They're going to call a foul on
That's
Hallett.
4. That guy's called it on her all night long, that same official. I mean, it's not even close.
Kaylin Bonds goes to the line and promptly knocks down the first free throw.
Every play is not a foul. It's not a play.
It's now a 9-point game as she hits both of them. Strickland across the timeline on the right-hand dribble, lobs underneath to Hallett. Hallett loses her balance and goes down and stripped away. Kossuth has it back. Green dribbles across the timeline. Picks up the dribble on the right wing, goes to Bonds. Bonds in the lane. That's got to be a charge. Bonds goes in and just runs smack dab into a Tiger defender, and she will be called with the charge. I'm a bit surprised, however.
You never know over here.
So the Tigers have a chance now. Cut into this 9-point lead. They've only got 3 minutes and 12 seconds to do it. Pass down to Hallett. Goes through her hands.
Right through her.
And Kossuth with it back on the offensive end. Now dribbling on the left wing is Starling. Starling to Green. This Green girl is a ball of dynamite. She runs like a streak of lightning and is constantly moving. Looked like a travel, yeah. Starling took it, was going to try to bounce pass it over to Arthur and got the ball up too high, and they called her for, if not traveling, at least carrying the ball.
If you were here and watching Halleck, I mean, she looks like she's been in a 15-round boxing match.
Yeah. A shot off the right wing by Shelby, no good. Rebound, Tigers out of position again. Green down the floor for Kossuth. They'll stop, back it out. They go to Bonds. Bonds out to Green. On the right side to Hughes. Hughes drives, stops baseline, double team there, whistling the foul call. Yeah. I think it's on Strickland. Yep, that'll be her third.
Yeah.
All three in this quarter. 2:17 remaining. I said the moment of truth was about 2 minutes ago. We're getting past the moment of truth here. And they're hitting their free throws. Jessica Hughes hits 1 out of 2 and will have a chance for the perfecta.
Well, we're ahead fouls again here in the half. So
Hallett with the rebound. Pass down to Smith on the left side. Shot's no good. Rebound, oh, that was Harville rather. And rebound, Kossuth. Green dribbling across the timeline with Strickland in tow. Now underneath, and driving Arthur goes under for the shot, and they say it's knocked out of bounds by Harville. They're going to give it to Kossuth underneath their own basket. Kossuth with a 10-point lead right now. Down and
same
again, Arthur goes to the same thing. This time it's going to be knocked out of bounds, and they're going to give it to Hardin County.
Well, if Haley would have done that, it would have been a foul.
Strickland dribbles across the timeline. We need some threes, and we need them quick. Shelby on the right side. Under to Hallett. Hallett scores.
Oh, good play right there.
Hallett got it on the baseline, backed up into the lane, banked it, and it's an 8-point game now. Tigers need a defensive play here and a quick three. Here's a three off the right side. It's going to go out of bounds untouched. As Hughes tried her hand at the three, it's out of bounds. Tigers have it. Opportunity to make some progress right here. Harville picks it up at midcourt. Goes to Strickland. Strickland drives, tries to pass it off on the wing. Stolen there by Hughes.
Now that was a foul.
And Hallett is going to foul out. I'm thinking, yep. There's that telltale sound when you foul out.
Yeah, she looks like she hurt her hammy too on her left leg. She's holding it. Kind of got her leg trapped with the other, with the Kossuth player. So
1:16 remaining. Hughes goes to the line shooting 2. Or maybe that's 1 and 1.
Yeah, they're in the 1 and 1.
Yeah, it's 1 and 1. So he hit it. Doesn't look like it's going to be the Lady Tigers' night with 1:16 remaining, and them hitting right now about 90% from their free throw line. Actually, 88%. I was wrong. Tigers come down the floor, go in the corner. Hardin back outside to Strickland for threes. He got it. About 5 minutes ago, that would have gotten a huge ovation. Strickland steals the inbound pass, goes up for the shot, missed it, but she's fouled. Shot was partially blocked.
So they're still interested.
58 seconds left. It's now only a 7-point game. Strickland hits both of these. There's a shot at it. Great defensive play by Sarah there. And then almost had the shot. Having to get it with some extracurricular free throw shots. She missed it. Rebound. Taken down. Essery's got it. 53 seconds. Now there's a foul call. Strickland is going to have a foul call. And Essery prancing down to the line. Not at all proud of what she's done tonight. Essery with 8 points is going to the line, and she'll be shooting 1 plus a bonus. And she missed it. Rebound, Shelby. Over now to Emma Smith. Now to Harville. Harville off to Strickland for 3 on the left. No. Rebound, Essery. Tigers just cannot get a rebound. Fundamental or unfundamental, the fact is we're just not getting them. And they'll make the trip down the floor, and Essery's going to go back to the line, and she'll be shooting 1 plus a bonus. From here on out, they'll be shooting 2. The double bonus will kick in. She missed it. Tigers fight for the rebound as Shelby gets it. Bring it down to floor to Strickland on the right side. Smith takes the long 3. No good. Rebound. Green. Green comes out. She is going to be fouled immediately. And Anna Green will go to the other end of the floor and be, as I said earlier, will be shooting 2. 23 seconds left. Green hits either one of these, you can just about stick a fork in the Lady Tigers hopes tonight. Missed it. Boy, that's
you know, if I'm not mistaken, they struggled at our place with free throws, and that's really what ultimately got them.
Well, they've gone from 88 to 71%. Missed them both. And Harville with the rebound. Harville stops, guns the 3. No, rebound. Yeah, it won't be one. Out of bounds. Tigers will have to back it up with 15 seconds left, and it's Katie bar the door.
Yep.
And inbound to Bonds. Bonds and a whistle and a timeout called by Kossuth. I think they're going to empty their bench with 13 seconds left. We'll take a pause here for a word from our sponsors. We'll be back to wrap it up here in the first game tonight. Don't forget, we got boys action coming your way right after this. Stay with us on K93. Green inbounds it to Essery. Essery dribbles around in the backcourt and will be fouled. And foul's going to be on Harville. That's only her second. And to the line will go Zoe Estry, who is so far put up a ton of free throws. And she hits the first one. Now when it really doesn't matter, she hits it. Got them both. Tigers take it out, 7 seconds. Strickland dribbles across the timeline. Left side to Harville. Harville puts up a long three, and Green blocks it just to add insult to injury. And the Lady Tigers are going to fall by a score of 52-44. Unusual, intriguing basketball game in that had actually, two profiles. There was one where we looked like we were going to be great guns to begin with, and then they came out big. Anna Green, who was so good in Savannah, didn't look like she was going to play in the first half, and then she comes in and scores 11 in the second half and took it away from us.
Yeah, the whole thing is our offense is just way off kilter, and it started in the Adamsville game. If you can remember going back, we beat Adamsville by 10. That was a tough game. We struggled in that game. And then, of course, Wednesday night we struggled again offensively and defensively as well, and now we're struggling again here tonight. Now, Kossuth's a good basketball team. I don't think they've lost, maybe 3 or 4 games. They're right at the top of their district, or they were when they came and visited us the last time. So we knew it'd be a tough game. They're very physical. They get after it. They out-hustled us at times on the board. It's like you said, over and over and over, one shot and you're done. Well, it's hard to win when you shoot once and you're having to hustle back.
Unless you're hitting 100%.
Unless you're hitting 100%.
So really the odds of that, so you have no chance if you can't get second shots at the basket.
Well, Coach Burnham, he'll right the ship, and we'll head into district play where it won't get any easier, I can tell you. And the teams in our district, they'll be every bit as good as what we saw here tonight. So they'll get it right. A couple of losses maybe wake them up, and then, maybe we can make a run.
Okay, 52-44 the final score. Kossuth wins, and the Lady Tigers will go to the locker room. And as Steve said, they'll be working out plans to make adjustments so that come Tuesday night, we'll be ready to go against McNary. So, more basketball coming your way. I'm assuming that the Tiger and Lady Tiger bowling teams have made it down Wayne Road by now. If not, we hope to have. We certainly want to congratulate them on an outstanding, yet another outstanding season. And, somebody said dynasty like 10 years ago. That's gotten old.
Yeah, that's gotten old. Matter of fact, somebody texted me and said that they were in Olive Hill area about 5-10 minutes ago. So they should be hitting the Hardin County city limits at any moment if they already haven't.
Well, honk the horn a few times for K93. We definitely support what they do. But Lady Tigers fall, boys action's headed your way in just a minute. But first, these words from our sponsors, and we'll be back down here in Kossuth, Mississippi. Stay with us.
All right, welcome back to Kossuth, Mississippi. Steve Cornell along with Bill Sharp bringing you all the action here of Hardin County basketball. Lady Tigers take one on the chin in the first game, and they lose their second in a row. We'll be headed over to McNairy next week for our first district matchup, or at home. I don't have the schedule in front of me. We'll get that here in just a few minutes. I want to remind you in the morning sports talk at 9 a.m. in the morning, right here on 93.5 FM, WKWXFM.com, and the WKWXFM app. We'll be talking about Wednesday night's games and tonight's games with our coaching staff and get their perspective, and also talk a little NFL football, Tennessee basketball tomorrow afternoon as they'll take on LSU. Your Sports Saturday starts right here at 9 a.m. on 93.5 FM. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, we'll have the lineups of the men's game between the Aggies and the Tigers. That's coming your way next right here on 93.5 FM, The Roar.
All right. Hope you're enjoying tonight's broadcast from Kossuth, Mississippi. Bill Sharp along with Steve Carnell as we are on the road with the Lady and Men Tigers as Lady Tigers fall by a score of 52-44 in the first game tonight. And the boys are about to be introduced as we come on the air. First off the bench is Carter Smith. Then there's Marlon Yarbrough. Then there's Tylen Irvin. Also Wheeler Wilkes and Caleb McGee. Those are your five starters.
And now your Kossuth Aggies, number 4, Rylan Henry.
So Kossuth starts with Rylan Henry.
14,
then Jack Hancock, Bryson Jackson, Tyler Johnson, and Ethan Tucker. Now there are only 8 players warmed up. And I'm looking down the bench now, and I don't see more than the starting, maybe 7. So they're short on personnel, that's for certain.
Yep. Well, they hope nobody gets injured.
I counted 8 as they were warming up. Maybe one of them
was a coach.
I think he was warming up too.
May need him.
McGee jumps against Hancock. It's going to be controlled by Hancock. And Rylan Henry across the timeline. Goes on the right side now to Hancock. Over to Jackson. Down to Henry. As they work the perimeter, Tigers in a man-to-man. As they're still trying to penetrate that circle. No one's been inside the three-point circle yet. With it is Henry. Dribbles in, goes under, puts up the shot, and got it. I said Henry. That actually was Ethan Turner. And Turner goes in, gets the first 2 points of the game. Tigers trail. There's a shot by Wilkes off a 3 from the deep corner. Yes, sirree. Put it on the scoreboard. Tigers up 3-2. Kossuth works up the floor. Tucker. Now to Henry. Henry stops. 8-foot jumper. Won't go. McGee jerks down the rebound. Fights for it. Finally comes up with it. Gets it to Yarbrough. Yarbrough down to Irvin on the left wing. Now to Yarbrough for the long 3. In and out. No. Rebound. Kossuth as Hancock comes up with it. And Rylan Henry brings it down. Tigers up 3-2. Baseline now to Johnson. Back outside really quickly to Tucker. Now back to Hancock. To Henry underneath and going up for the layup as he came from the left to the right side. An opening underneath the bucket was Jackson, and he scores. Kossuth's up 4-3 now. Now Smith with it on the left side, down in the corner now to Irvin, outside, and a three-pointer fadeaway jumper by Wheeler. Wilkes is good, and he's got 6 early, and Tigers lead 6-4. Here's a pass down underneath the baseline. Shot no good there by Johnson. Rebound taken down by McGee. Tigers back on the offensive attack. Out to Wilkes in the corner to Irvin for 3. Back rim won't go. Rebound Henry. Henry runs the floor. He's down inside the circle, and reaching in is Marlon Yarbrough, and he'll be picking up his first foul of the night. And the Tigers game's first. And inbound is quick jumper put up and good. Put up and good by Hancock. And it's 6-4 now. As the, 6-6. They tied it up. Tigers come down, put up a shot. It's no good, but a whistle and a foul called. That's going to put Wilkes on the line, shooting 2. So Willie Wilkes goes to the line. He hits 2 monster threes, but misses the first free throw. Odd how that works out. He missed. He's taking. I didn't realize he was outside the 3. That's kind of below my field of view with this ledge in front of him. But he's gonna hit the 3rd one. So instead of getting 3, he gets 1. Tigers going full court pressure. Hancock down, it's stolen away. Yarbrough comes up with it to Irvin on the left side. Down low to McGee and too high. Irvin tried the high hard one over into the corner, and it's going to be out of bounds. Give it to Kossuth. And he He tried to run the baseline with it, and when it's out of bounds, you can't run the baseline. And Ethan Tucker will be called for traveling out of bounds. Give it to the Tigers, and we get a break there. So Yarbrough in the corner. Irvin tries the long three. Won't go. Rebound, Smith. And he got it. Carter Smith gets his first 2 on the night. And it's 9-6 Tigers. There's a steal at midcourt. Pressure's paying dividends. Smith drives on in, banks it off the glass. No good, and they're going to call him for charging.
He wanted that one awful bad. He went in there, maybe turned a little sideways and try that left hand.
Well, he looked back for somebody to pass it off and didn't see anybody, so I thought, oh, what the heck, let's go for it.
That's just run
and
over
it bit him.
That's football in him.
Yeah, I know it.
Contact.
All right, Tucker will be inbounding it for Kossuth. Better hurry up. Yep. They're going to call a 5-second on him. No.
Oh, what did they
call? A foul? I don't know who the foul was on, but the ball hadn't even been inbounded yet. Yarbrough, I think Yarbrough's got number 2 there.
I don't know, unless he touched it while he was.
I don't know why they pulled Yarbrough out if he didn't get a second foul. But Tucker will inbound. Get it down the floor now to Henry. Henry's going to be called for traveling. And we'll cough it up. Tigers lead by 3, 9-6. 4:50 left to go first period. And have the basketball out in the backcourt with dreams of adding to it on this trip down the floor. Well, it is J.T. Smith who's come in for the Tigers. Wilkes goes on the left side to Carter Smith. Back to J.T. at the head of the key. Long cross court to Irvin. Irvin looking for McGee inside. Can't get it. Now they go to Wilkes. Wilkes for 3. Holy Toledo. He's got the zone on here. And with 10 points halfway through the first period, Kossuth will come down the floor. Going on the baseline is Bryson Jackson. He puts up the jumper from about 8 feet away. There's a whistle and a foul call. And
he had 18 on Wednesday night, and he's continued to shoot the ball well. You know, when you feel it sometimes, you just stay in that zone, and he's felt it for sure for the last couple of nights.
Well, I got a good feeling about him because the night I was in Lawrenceburg and he couldn't play, he said something about, told him about his foot. He needed to be careful not to re-injure it. And he said, I'm going to be playing next game. And I said, yes, sir. Go right ahead. He definitely wants to play badly. Both free throws are going to be good by Henry there, and that now cuts the lead to 12-8. Tigers across the timeline. Smith, or rather Sample, on the right side. Back to Sample. Now to JT. Back on the right side. Back to the left side. Turnaround jumpers up, and no good by JT. Rebounds taken down by Tucker. Kossuth comes down the floor. Thought a travel went on there. He got away with it. Driving in the lane and losing it is Cancock. Loose ball picked up by the Tigers, and here they come running. So, Sample outside. 3:26 left in the first. 12-8 Tigers. Here's a long 3 off the right side by Wilkes. It's off, no good. Rebound, McGee pushes it outside. Now a 3 put up there by Sample. Goes untouched and into the wall. Give it to Kossuth with 3:13 left to go in the first period. Inbound to Jackson. Full court pressure still being applied by the Tigers. They'll lose it, and Sample comes up with the loose ball. Now Smith has it. Whistle and a foul call. This is going to be on Kossuth, and it's number 30, Tyler Johnson. Now to Sample. Left wing to JT. JT penetrates the lane out to Wilkes. Wilkes in the paint, puts up the jumper, missed it. McGee with the foul. So Caleb McGee boxed out, got in good position, picks up his first 2 points of the night. It's 14-8 Tigers. Henry, right side down to Jackson. Crossover down to Hancock. Jackson on the right side, throws it away. Saw somebody in the paint, but whoever it was had to be awfully tall for him to bring that one down, and it goes right straight out of bounds. Give it to the Tigers. 14-8, 2:24 left in the first. Wilkes penetrates, dishes out to Smith on the left for a three. No good. Rebound Sample. Now to Wilkes for the long three. No. Rebound and follow. The tip by McGee's no good. Gets his own rebound. Goes up for another shot. This one won't go, but he's fouled. I'm going to say that's going to be on Hancock. No way of knowing for certain. McGee on the line, shooting two. First shot's up. It's good. Second one, got the roll on it. So, Kossuth takes it out. 2:06 left to go first. They go now to Walter. And as they move into the forecourt, the ball is lost on the sideline and it goes out of bounds. Give it to Kossuth. Tigers working hard on defense and lead by 8 as a result. Tucker over on the right side, a long three put up and good from almost on the sideline. Now that cuts the lead to 5. And the Tigers come down the floor with 1:40 remaining in the period. JT over to Sample. Back to JT. Right side, Wilkes. Wilkes splits a double team under to McGee. Back after Wilkes, giving the open three. Won't go. Fight for the rebound. Sample comes up with it. Gets it out now to Garrett Smith as he tries to penetrate. McGee had it for a second. Tipped out outside. JT with it now. And goes on the right side to Wilkes. Wilkes back to JT. 16-foot jumper. Got it. 18-11 now. 58 seconds left in the quarter. It's Tucker. Now there's timeout on the floor. Timeout at Kossuth. With 51 seconds left in the first. 18-11 Tigers. We'll be back in 30 seconds. All right, the first quarter is just about to come to a close. 51.7 left in this quarter. And Tigers up by 7. Kossuth with the basketball. Long way from the basket. Who knows what they'll do in terms of saving it for a last shot or trying to make inroads on this 7-point deficit. Across the timeline comes Rylan Henry to Tucker. Now that's Waldrop. Cross-court pass, and a shot is up and no good by Tucker. Rebound taken down by Nesbitt, who is in the game for the Tigers. Tigers got Sample and Nesbitt and J.T. Smith. Also Wright, Zach Wright in the game. And a pass cross court to Nesbitt. Now JT for a three. Yeah, hit everything but the kitchen sink, but wouldn't go in. 11 seconds left. Down the floor comes Henry trying to force something, and he ends up. I thought he threw it out of bounds. They're saying now it was off the Tigers, and Coach Carpenter not at all happy with something that went on down there. Inbound down to Hancock, 5 seconds. Now they're gonna, I don't think they get a shot off. No, they won't. As Waldrop try to get it across the court to Henry, but the horn went off and with the ball in midair. So the first quarter ends 18-11. The Tigers lead. We'll take a 1-minute pause, and we'll come back after this. 35-26, the halftime score as the Tigers of Hardin County are on top of the Kossuth Aggies down here in Kossuth, Mississippi. Bill Sharp along with Steve Carnell as we are happy to be out on the road tonight. A nice, cool weekend, and looking forward to a lot more Hardin County basketball right down the road.
Yeah, we'll head over to. Are we going to McNairy or McNairy coming to us?
Well, the game on is Lexington is away.
Yeah.
It's and then we got Chester County at home on the 28th. Central Alabama away, and then we have McNairy at home on the 1st.
Yeah, so, we got a lot of basketball ahead of us. We got some things that need to be fixed, obviously, especially on the ladies' side, and just kind of getting their feet back under themselves from the holiday breaks. And, like I said earlier, they didn't play exactly the best game they played. They were really playing well before the break. They played well in the tournaments, then had some time off, and then just didn't play games for a couple of weeks. And so, yeah, that's kind of showing up. It's almost like it's at the beginning of the season, where you go through 3 or 4 or 5 games, and you're trying to figure it all out, and who's going to help, and who's going to be your 7 that you can count on, the whole thing. But unfortunately, we're here at the end of the season.
Well, normally, you do a do-over when you're doing poorly. And we're doing a do-over after we were playing so well.
Yeah, and of course they'll figure it out. It's a senior team. They got some good players on there. They just need a little bit of leadership to step up and get it on the right track, and they will. Coach Burnham, his staff, they're very capable of getting this team back right. I mean, Coach Burnham's coached a long time, and he's seen a little bit of everything. So I feel confident that coming next week we'll see a different team.
Well, we are great in spots, and we're hitting on cylinders. We're just not hitting on enough cylinders to win. They're not hitting at the same time. There were moments there when Harville had really hot hand, and then she cooled off the rest of the night. And all of a sudden, Strickland hits a couple of threes, gets a couple of good baskets, and then she cools off. And we just went around the horn, and it just wasn't enough to overcome. And it's Kossuth girls basketball team. It's a pretty good team.
Yeah, they're a good basketball team. They're scrappy. They get after you. Very physical. A little bit of chirpiness going on, mouthing going on. They'll bump you around, and you got to get used to that. But we just need to find some offense, and we've got a couple that hadn't really found their stroke yet. Reese tonight had a really good start, kind of cooled off a little bit. Sarah had a cool start and then got hot toward the end. Of course, if you remember, Bill, when we were winning, Haley was really wearing it out down in the paint, and that hadn't happened the last couple of games.
Yeah, not a great night for her, and she looked like she was playing hurt a little bit.
Yeah, and Faith Ann too. Faith Ann can shoot the basketball, and she shoots it really well, and she seems to be struggling getting her shot off, but when she does and she gets set, she'll nail it. Haley Hardin has come in, and she shot the ball well since Red Bay, but we need more than that. We need some girls coming off the bench to really help out as well.
No doubt. Let's take a quick pause for a word from our sponsors. We'll come back with the second half right here from Kossuth, Mississippi. Quarter number 3 coming right up here from the gymnasium at Kossuth High School in Kossuth, Mississippi. Just down the road from the airport here in Corinth. Rylan Henry will take it in for Kossuth to begin the third period. They'll work it into the circle, get it back outside now to Tucker. Tucker's 15-foot jumper is good. Ethan Tucker has 4 points tonight, and that cut the lead to 7.
Yeah, 6 in a row for them.
Tigers work it down. They go to Yarbrough. Now to Carter Smith on the left side. Back to Yarbrough. Back to Smith. To Yarbrough. Takes the 3. Off the back rim. Smith with the rebound. Stripped away by Henry. Henry off to the races. Goes 1-on-3. Missed the shot. Got his own rebound. Turnaround jumper is off no good. Struggle for the rebound. Irvin comes up with it. Tylen Irvin gets it to Yarbrough. Yarbrough running in the corner to Wilkes, to Irvin, to Smith. Carter, that is, tries to go under to McGee, and it goes out of bounds. Touched last by Kossuth. Tigers taking it on the low post left side. Yarbrough. Outside now, Smith. Now to Yarbrough. Yarbrough tries to lob it in. I don't know who was. The ball got loose. Yarbrough got it back, put up an 8-foot jumper. It's no good. Off and tapped out of bounds by the Tigers on the rebound. And the Tigers needing a couple of breaks here. Hancock into the forecourt. Loses it in the lane. Kicked around. A couple of players on the floor. McGee and of course, Wilkes, and a held ball as a call. It will be Tiger basketball with 6:34 left to go in the third period. They lead 35-28. But need a little stimulus here. Yarbrough tries a long 3 again. This is off no good. Rebound taken down by Henry. Tigers getting that one shot on every trip syndrome as Kossuth brings it down, tries to punch it out on the left wing to Ryland Henry. It's tapped away by Yarbrough, out of bounds. Give it to Kossuth. Just over 6 minutes left in the third. Tigers still up by 7. Henry is going to kick the ball, but he'll be fouled by Carter Smith in an effort to try to steal it. And it just gives Kossuth the ball outside court. They go now to Jackson. Jackson now over, and jumper by Tucker is off no good. Rebound taken down by Hancock, or rather McGee. Wilkes, rather. I'll get it right in a minute. And now the Tigers on the attack. They go to Yarbrough, head of the key now. Down low post to McGee. McGee's turnaround bank shot won't go. Tucker gets the rebound, gets it out to Henry. Henry is going to be called for, I guess, walking. I didn't see this official signal is so quick. But Yarbrough will take it out for the Tigers in the backcourt. Get over to Wilkes on the right, back underneath Irvin. Irvin slides in left to right, goes up for the little crip shot. It's off no good, but a whistle and a foul is going to put Irvin on the line. And he'll be shooting 2. Tigers lead by 7. Irvin hits the first free throw. And with 5:22 left in the third, you can give the Tigers a 9-point lead. Instead, he missed it. Rebound, Tigers. Wilkes ends up with it outside the circle. Round to Yarbrough. Yarbrough drives in the paint, goes up, one-handed jumper, got it, yes. One-handed, sort of a hook affair from left to right. He laid it up and in. And the Tigers lead by 10. Jackson Henry rather, across the timeline. Goes to Hancock. Now underneath to Henry. Henry goes in the paint, tries to get off a set shot inside. McGee blocks it, and the Tigers get it to Irvin on the other end. Irvin lays it up and in. So Irvin will be the recipient of a pass following the fast break when Henry's shot was blocked. 4:29 left to go. Now there's a whistle And I think a 10-second call is going to be assessed on Kossuth, and they'll cough up the ball in the backcourt. The Tigers now lead by 12 again. And I'm sure Coach Carpenter feeling a little bit better about what's going on here tonight. Yarbrough out at the head of the key. Carter Smith on the left. Shots off, no good. Rebound Irvin. Back out to Yarbrough. Open three. Got it. Yes. Yarbrough hits the three. Tigers back up on the half-court trap. They get it over now. Henry gets it across the timeline. Tries to pass it underneath the seals. It's going to be stolen away by Carter Smith. And the Tigers are back on the offensive end. As Yarbrough goes in, he's tripped. I don't know why they didn't call a trip on that. He falls to the deck, and the ball squirts out, but it will be touched last. When it caroms out of bounds, they're going to give it to Hardin County. I couldn't tell whether Yarbrough was going to try to pass it off to McGee or not. Inbounds pass to Yarbrough, takes the long three, no good. Rebound McGee, jerks it away, throws up Hope there. They had no chance, but a whistle and a foul is going to put him on the line, shooting two. So 3:42 left now. Tigers up 43-28. First shot by McGee is good. Caleb McGee, a junior, got them both. He's shooting 83% from the line tonight. There's a steal by Carter Smith. Drives in, missed the layup, and the follow by McGee is off no good, but he's going to go back to the line. .333 remaining in the third period. 45-28. Tigers up by 17 right now. And McGee on the line that can make it 19 if he is true to form from the free throw line. First shot is up. It's good. Takes the next one. Got it too. So Caleb McGee putting on some free throw prowess tonight. And Kossuth throws it away. Midcourt, Urban comes out with it. Drives into the paint, puts up a shot. It's partially blocked, lost on the end line, picked up by Kossuth. They're back down the floor. Tucker to Henry. Henry drives in the lane, back outside, and back underneath on the right side to Tyler Johnson. And Johnson gets the easy layup. So Smith over to JT for three. It's off no good. McGee with the rebound. Puts up the follow, no good. No foul this time. And the rebound's taken down by Seals. Under 3 minutes to go here in the third period. 47-30. Tigers up by 17. Kossuth working outside. Content to let that clock run down. Danny Seals underneath to Ryland Henry, and Henry is going to be fouled as he falls out of bounds, and he's going to go to the line to shoot two. Once again, I am not at all sure who that foul was on, but I don't think it's going to be a matter to deal with tonight. Henry's first shot is off no good. Into the game comes Yarbrough, who was set down with 3 fouls a while ago. Out comes Carter Smith, and Henry misses both free throws. Rebound Yarbrough. Yarbrough in the lane, goes under. One-handed jumper floating, no good. And the follow by McGee just won't get over the rim. Give it to Kossuth as they get the rebound and bring it down the floor. 2:19 left in the third. And Tigers up by 17. Shot put up by Johnson. No good. Rebound McGee. Tigers back running the offense to the other end of the floor. Yarbrough takes a long three. Front rim, back rim, off. Rebound taken down by Seals. To Henry in the corner on the left side. to Tucker. Over to Jackson. Now to Henry. Henry goes in, NBA steps and lays up one that will go. He went left to right, threw it up off the backboard and got it. 47-32, 15 points to lead now. Under a minute and a half. Now to Wilkes. In the paint goes Yarbrough. He is going to be tripped and stumbles again. This time I think they're going to call a foul. It's a non-shooting foul. Only the fourth team foul for the Aggies. Tigers with only 2 in this half. J.T. Smith will inbound for the Tigers on the baseline. 1:20 left to go. Right into the game. So is Nesbitt. Out to Sample. Sample goes right side. Back outside to J.T. Smith. Now to Garrett Smith. A lot of Smiths on the floor for the Tigers now. Nesbitt stops. Puts up a three-pointer. No good. Rebound tipped away. Hits Tucker in the head. And goes out of bounds. So Ethan Tucker was trying hard underneath for the rebound, but the shot came off the backboard, hit him in the head, and went out of bounds. Now there's some discussion by the officials, and let's see what they're. And they'll just say, continue on, you all. And JT will inbound it for the Tigers. Outside of Nesbitt, about 5 feet outside the circle. To JT on the right side for 3. Boy, got 2 good shots at it, but neither one of them went through the net. Kossuth with the rebound, and now a three-pointer off the right side. It's off, no good. Rebound, JT comes out running. He gets Nesbitt with a 3-on-2 fast break. Nesbitt stops, guns for 3. No. Rebound out of bounds, touched last by either Smith or Nesbitt, I don't know. Give it to Kossuth. Full court pressure being applied, and a whistle and a foul is going to be called on JT. 30 seconds left in the third period, 47-32, 15-point Tiger lead. Henry across the timeline to Jackson. Now to Tucker. Tucker head fakes. Stops at the free throw line, backs up. Goes on the left wing now. To Seals. Seals under pressure by Smith, Garrett Smith. Tucker in underneath, right at the buzzer as going up for the shot. It's Bryson Jackson. He missed it. So the third quarter score will forevermore be 47-32. Tigers up by 15. We'll take a 1-minute pause and be right back. I'm not sure whether it's team defection or maybe they've got some illness down here, but having only 7 players on the bench, including the starters, is quite a hurdle. But Kossuth is still in here battling. They're down by 15. Tigers hoping to hang on here and pick up another W. Henry goes to the left side, and Tylen Irvin comes out and almost got the steal. Got away from him, out of bounds, and Kossuth will start all over again. The Aggies Now to Hopper. Out in the corner, Tucker tries to save it in. Just ran out of either legs or room, but it's out of bounds. Give it to Yarbrough, who goes over to Wilkes, to Carter Smith. All back around to Wilkes, to Yarbrough, to Carter Smith. Wilkes penetrates the lane, or almost get across the lane to Smith. Smith turnaround jumper is good. I said turnaround, a little bit of fadeaway, but no matter what, that counts. And it will be Kossuth bringing it across the timeline. They're double teamed at midcourt, and Henry is working against Irvin. Irvin causes him to lose his feet. The ball pops up. Irvin takes it into the forecourt. Three-pointer off the right side by Wilkes. Nailing him in the first quarter. Can't get him to go now. Rebound Kossuth. They go back down the floor, go up for a shot, and I think it's going to be McGee picking up a foul there. And to the line will go Jack Hancock, shoot two. 6:48 left to go in the fourth and final period. Tigers up 49-32. Next game will be Lexington at Lexington on Tuesday night. First shot by Hancock is off and no good. Second shot is also awry. Give it to Smith on the rebound. He gets it to Yarbrough, and Yarbrough will dribble it into the forecourt. Stop in the circle, goes on the right side of Wilkes. Altered pass. Wilkes picked it up though. And Wilkes goes in the corner, and it'll be knocked away by Henry out of bounds, achieving absolutely nothing except stopping the clock. And the Tigers will take it out. Now here's Wilkes for a long three. This is a little too long. Off the back rim, no good. And it looked like Irvin was going for the rebound, but touched last by Kossuth. The Tigers have it out. Into the lane, driving. Goes Yarbrough. The rebound was kicked outside. McGee had it in the lane there. And he's going to be fouled, and we'll be going. Nope, it'll not be a shooting foul. Tigers will take it out baseline. 6:13 remaining now. Tigers up by 17. Both teams a little tired of this game, as it appears. Smith tries to dribble or drive down the baseline. He's blocked there by Ryland Henry. Henry gets picked up, gets singled out for the foul, that is. And that is a 16th foul for the Aggies. Tigers will be in a 1-and-1 from here on out. Here's a pass out to Wilkes. Almost at midcourt. Now to Smith. Smith drives, puts up a one-hander. Leaning forward, missed it. Rebound, Tucker. Henry will dribble down the floor. Go on the right side out of Jackson. Jackson back. And a long three-pointer put up by Seals. It's off no good, but a whistle. And a foul pushing off underneath, and I believe it's going to be on Henry. He didn't like it. 49-32, not much happening in this quarter. Right now we're winning 2-1. Yarbrough tries a three. He must have heard me because he just added to that. Now it's 4-1 or 5-1. And Kossuth brings it down after Yarbrough picks up his 14th point on the night. And into the game comes J.T. Smith. Out comes Carter Smith. It's just a Smith exchange. We have those now and then. Henry across the timeline. Down in the corner to Seals. Out to Henry, head of the key. Kicks it off on the right, driving under the Seals. Out to Tucker. Tucker in the paint. Puts up a one-hander. It's no good. Rebound is put up and in by Tyler Johnson. Johnson with 8 points tonight. Helping the Aggie cause. But it's 52-34 now. 18 points the difference. And J.T. Smith over to Yarbrough. Yarbrough goes under Irvin. Irvin had just a split second to get his hands down to keep that from going through his legs and couldn't do it. It's out of bounds. 4:52 left. Timeout on the floor. Timeout Kossuth. We'll take a 1-minute pause here, and we'll be back after these words. As we come back, Kossuth had the ball out following the timeout, and something that Ethan Tucker has not figured out yet is he can't run the baseline. And now they're saying that he can.
What are they? Oh, that's.
Oh, they're saying now that Rylan Henry is fouled out. But what does that have to do with the inbounds pass?
Well, I don't know. I'm sure, because they're going to play basketball.
They were dribbling down the floor when they called timeout, so it couldn't have been following the basket. For one thing, there wasn't a basket. And you can't run with the ball out of bounds when there's a dead ball on it.
Well, Coach Carpenter, he's trying to figure out if there was a foul, why are they getting to take the ball out, number one. And now he's got them all gathered up over there.
I'm thinking probably the foul was on Yarborough.
Yeah. Well, I think that foul was away from the ball.
Yeah.
So, anyway.
Kossuth's got the ball. Yeah. And small potatoes at this point. Jackson will bring it down, get it over to Seals. And they go under to Tucker. Tucker slides down. He traveled. We try to go into the corner with it and throws it away. Ended up in McGee's hands somehow, but too late. Too little too late. The Tigers have it out anyway.
Thing about him fouling out, they're down to one sub.
I was going to say they just got one sub. I don't know what the foul situation is with the rest of the players because they won't show us their numbers. But Yarborough going one-on-one out at the circle, penetrates, goes down to McGee on the baseline. Now to Yarborough. Right at 4 minutes to go here in the fourth and final period. Yarborough drives in, throws it off the glass. Patented shot of his, it just didn't go, and rebound taken down by Jackson.
Foul on Marlin there.
Foul on Marlin. Is that 4 on him?
Puts him in a 1-and-1. That's what it does.
Yep.
Both teams in the 1-and-1.
Yep. To the line is Danny Seals. He'll be shooting 1 plus a bonus. First shot is off. He won't get another. McGee with the rebound. Gets it off to Wilkes. Wilkes over to Yarborough. Tigers come down with 3:55 left to go as Yarborough steps over the center court line. Tigers in their maroon with gray trim. Kossuth, just like the girl, with the white and the maroon. Eerie shadow of each team. Yarborough works it outside to JT. JT picks up the dribble. He double dribbled. He did. The pass was over to him, and he bounced the ball and then started to dribble again. And Kossuth throws it away. Irvin had it, got it to Yarborough. Yarborough goes in, gets the easy layup. Things getting a little bit
sloppy,
crazy right now. And that press by the Tigers is not it's part of the reason. McGee gets the steal, comes down, gets the pass off to Yarbrough on the left side. They're going to call Yarbrough for charging.
That's going to be 5 on him.
That's 5. Marlin will have to wait till Tuesday to play anymore. Finishes this game with 16. That's up there pretty close to his average, though.
Coach Carp, he's about ready to blow a fuse over there, too. He didn't agree with that.
His average, according to the games we've done, is 14, so he's probably right at 16 a game. Kossuth comes down the floor to go in and put up a shot. It's off, no good. Rebound is followed out of bounds with Waldrop holding it. It's out of bounds. Give it to Tigers. Now to Wilkes. Wilkes to McGee. McGee at the free throw line. J.T. Smith now to Irvin. Back to Wilkes.
He walked.
Wilkes is going to be called for walking. With Yarbrough out of the game, I don't know who will put out there unless Sample comes in to take the ball handling chores. 2:37, 54-34. Tigers up by 20. No real danger in this, but as Kossuth works it up, Jackson gets it down in the corner now to Seals. Seals has it stolen away by McGee. McGee outlet pass to Irvin. Irvin's going to go in and lay up the layup. Got it. So, Colin Irvin gets 5 tonight. The Tiger lead is 20 once again. I show 56. I think they forgot to put 2 points on the board unless I messed up somewhere. Anyway, Sample has it out at the center court line with 2 minutes left. JT, Tigers playing catch now.
Excuse me.
Eating up clock. Wilkes butts heads there with Jackson, but gets it back. Now to Irvin on the right side. Goes in off the glass. They're going to call Irvin for charging.
Now he went to block. They called it. He said charge first, and then he called blocking on 30.
Well, he did this business.
Yeah.
Okay.
A little confused.
Hey, anyway, this going to put Irvin on the line. I personally didn't think it was a charge either, but when you give the charge signal. Irvin on the line, and he'll be shooting 2. First one's off, no good. 1:42 remaining. Don't forget Sports Talk tomorrow morning. What, 9:30?
9.
9. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I'd sleep late. Irvin hits 1. And it's 56-34. And Kossuth brings it down with 1:30 left here in the game. Seals to Jackson. Now on the baseline to Waldrop. In the paint. Shot blocked by Garrett Smith. Now there's a whistle and a substitution as the clock running. Into the game for the Tigers is number 1, and I don't have his number. So,
London Rose.
And he just got a basket, so not really sure how to award that. But the Tigers now lead 58-34. Across the timeline, Jackson, 34 seconds. 3-pointer off, no good. Rebound right. Right over to JT. JT will dribble down. Head of the key, 21 seconds. Over now to Nesbitt. Nesbitt back to JT. 12 seconds. JT may take the last shot. He's got it out there with 7 seconds. Now to Nesbitt. Nesbitt with 4 seconds. JT penetrates, goes in, passes it underneath. Right for a last-second shot under the basket. Won't go. That is the end of the game. And Hardin County Tigers win it 58-34. A 24-point lead, a victory like that, seemed a little far-fetched at about halftime.
Yeah, it was wasn't a thing of beauty, but we got the win. That's all that matters. And two, it was a good comeback from Wednesday night because they played really well Wednesday night. The score wasn't the tell of that, but against a really good Bolivar team, and then of course played well here tonight. Got a 24 point lead win, and now we head into district play. So it'll be interesting. They seem to be picking at the right time.
Well, there's a lot of credence to the old saying that you play up to your competition, and a lot of times that's kind of what happens, particularly on the road. Before we go off the air tonight, I want to recognize the Lady Tigers scoring in tonight's opening game. Reese Harville led our scoring with 14. Sarah Strickland had 12. Haley Halleck had 12. Faith Ann Shelby had 3. And Haley Hardin had 3. And that about wraps it up for the Lady Tigers scoring. They win or go down to defeat 52-44. The Tigers tonight are going to be led by Marlon Brando with 16. He's followed by Wheeler Wilkes with 12. Wheeler with a hot hand scored 8 points right off the bat. And then obviously Kossuth put a stop to that. Caleb McGee will have 9 for the night. Tyler Irwin had 5. JT Smith had 5. Carter Smith had 4. And Nathan Nesbitt had 3. And I beg pardon, the young man, Duke Sample had 2. I beg pardon, the young man we don't have a number for, who got
Rose
2.
is who it is.
Rose?
Yeah.
What's his first name?
Landon.
Okay, Landon. Okay, so he got 2. And it's a final score 54-38. So just about wrap it up for us here on the road tonight. Don't forget about Sports Talk. I promised Steve I'd mention it 3 times tonight, and I've only got 2 in. So have you got anything else to say?
No.
before I announce it.
No. Hey, it's in the morning at 9.
It's not 9:30. It's at 9.
At 9.
So we got that done, and I won't get pistol whipped on the way home. But that wraps it up. Lady Tigers fall, and the Tigers win here in Kossuth, Mississippi. Just about wraps it up for us. So for Steve Carnell and my good buddy Steve Smith, this is Bill Sharp saying, good night, Tiger fans. Have a good one.